Okay, something a little bit different for me today because I'm actually introducing myself to the channel. I'm Rhys Chapman. I'm a London-based photographer and videographer, and today I'm taking you on another POV, this time properly, not rushed, and we can count this as episode 1. The last one was just the trial. So yeah, here we go, at the London Eye, gonna see what we can get. Deep diving into this shot here, we've got the Sony A7iii. We've also got the Tamron 17 to 28mm lens. We're shooting this at 17mm so we can get the entire scene in. Right now, as you can see, the clouds in the sky are almost perfect for long exposure photography. There's enough gap in between them to show that the clouds are moving fast, and they are actually moving at a decent speed for 30-second exposures. The Thames isn't super smooth, but it's not too rough, so you do get a little bit of a shadow from the eye reflecting on the water, which is perfect. Obviously not as good as it could be, but for today's image I'm happy with it. Yeah, super wide. I've got the settings on 30-second exposure, f9, and ISO 50. This is the image that I've captured of this scene. Really like it. It's going to edit up really nicely. So much movement in those clouds that just make the shot. And what's also quite nice is right now, because the London Eye isn't actually on because of COVID, the London Eye just sits still in the middle of the frame, rather than also spinning around and being blurred out. So a shot that most people normally wouldn't be able to get, but because of the time that we're in, you can. Anyway, blue sky up there means we have a chance of a sunset, and I want to shoot that from Tower Bridge, so I'm on the way there now. Okay, all packed up, ready to go. So the time is 20 to 5. Sunset is at 6. I think it said 6:18. So I've got a fair amount of time to get back down to Tower Bridge, but if anyone knows London well and shoots London a lot, you'll know Tower Bridge is the place to be for any sunset. Cool shot of Waterloo Bridge from here. I'll show you another time. If you've got 70 to 200, that spot there around here is very cool. Look how good that sunset's going to be. Literally on the race to get there now. It's starting to rain, but it's going to be a good one, I think. Okay, so anyone that doesn't know London very well, if you ever see the sun in the sky like you're seeing now, I am not used to this vlogging outside thing. If you ever see the sky and the sun looking like it is now, make sure you head to Tower Bridge for sunset, because it is the best place in the city to get it. Kind of cool. Lighting is nice on the building, but I'm not sure it's going to be a keeper. Okay, so we're at the spot. This is the spot for sunset. Come here and you're guaranteed to get the best shots of the city, the Shard, more London, and also if you head over that way, obviously you can get shots of this, the iconic Tower Bridge. Also there's a little walkway down there, which I might pop down quickly and show you now, where you can actually shoot back this way and get the city and the Shard all in a sunset shot. Hopefully we can get that tonight, and this video is going to be good. this view is probably going to be worth ruining these trainers. Now this is going to be one of those annoying shots where I'm not quite wide enough for Instagram, but I'm going to take it anyway because it's going to be amazing. It's upping that aperture. Alright, here we go. So this is f7.1, 30-second exposure. I think the ISO was on 50. I'll double check once it's taken. Okay, here we go, 30-second exposure. Am I happy with the shot? Ooh, it's quite nice. Still a little bit overexposed. Not quite as much at the bottom as I thought there was going to be with the reflection. I think that's because I'm so low to the ground. I am going to do one more. And then hope that, let's go for f9 for this one. Another 30-second exposure, f9, 30 seconds, ISO 50. Made it onto harder floor. It's a little bit squidgy, but here we go. So next spot, city, should be able to be seen through it. I'm going to raise the tripod up slightly. In fact, possibly the whole way. Let's try 2 tripod legs first. Glad I'm here now. That boat is about to send some waves towards me, and hopefully the waves don't go over that, as I'm getting soaked. So annoyingly, oh yes, this is the one. This is better. Make sure it's nice and straight. Still got that nice light. But yeah, it's just a shame this boat right now is going to ruin all of the water being slightly calm. It's about to send some waves, but that's a little tester of the shot anyway, while we're waiting for him to pass. Okay, that was a lot closer than I thought. So we have the weather here. London, sunset is at 6:20, so an hour. So we're like entering golden hour right now. Waiting for these waves to settle from the boat, and then we're going to get this shot and head back up onto the bridge. So the water seems to have calmed down a bit. We've got the tripod set up just here on 2 of the extendable legs. We've got f9, let's raise you up slightly. We have got f9, 30-second exposure, nice and level, focusing on the front tower, but it doesn't really matter because it's f9, so most of this is just going to be in focus anyway. So there's no real depth of field at this aperture, so hopefully we get a really nice shot here. Let me just check this out. This is how it focused. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, back to it. Let's just make sure it focuses this time. It says it is. We're about to find out. Okay, just checking out the shot. Really annoying. I've missed the light. I think the light's gone behind a cloud, and I've missed the light on the first tower. That's so annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. Got one earlier though with it on, so I mean it's not a lose-lose, but that first shot is pretty cool. The water right now is not smooth enough to get a nice shot with a reflection that's like almost perfect. So right now it sounded just like a shadowy blur, but I'm happy about that. We've got a cool shot out of this. So slight change of plan, I've moved location. There's this puddle here with water trapped, so the reflection is really nice. The water is so still. I'm going to move this slightly further over. See if we can get the whole tower reflection in. It's quite a small puddle, so it might not happen. I also need to make sure my camera is straight. Yeah. Packing up here. This shot for now is done. I'm going to try and get on the bridge and see if we can get some cool shots from there.
He's like, no, I don't. I said, I'm not asking for anything like that. I don't really know.
Back up on top. A little bit of colour change. I have a feeling not going to be quite as amazing as we first thought, but the colours are changing. We can always make up for that in Lightroom. So I've taken the GoPro off the chest mount so I can actually show you what I'm doing here. Obviously, as you can see, the light's quite nice. Colours aren't changing just yet, but we're going to get a cool shot for sure. There's also not many clouds happening here, but hopefully these will move over, the sky will blow up and we'll get some incredible shots. We're just taking a landscape shot, f16 ISO 320, exposure at 30 seconds still. I've manual focused just to make sure I don't miss the focus on the shard. Flip the camera over to portrait. I'm going to get a similar kind of shot here with this. It's looking really, really nice. Same settings as before. f16, long exposure of 30 seconds, and ISO 320. Annoyingly, I'm going to have to crop out this wall for Instagram. I'm shooting as high as I possibly can, and it's still getting the wall in. I'm hoping that the sun kind of bursts through this gap here. It's reflecting on the Thames quite nicely now, and you'll see in the shot it's quite nice and moody. Just taking one more, and obviously in Lightroom we can really make that side pop and have this side quite dark and moody. So I think it's going to be a really, really cool shot. Not quite the shot I was expecting or hoping for, but still very, very cool. Sunset didn't happen as planned, but you can still get some cool kind of like blue hour shots. Which you can see on the screen now. So it didn't quite go to plan tonight, but I'm sticking around. I'm gonna get some nice blue hour shots, and then I'll head home soon after that. Thank you for managing to get to the end of this video, and I'll see you on the next one.